What's going on, world? It's Bryson Boone Paul here for This Is 50, and we got the one and only, man, the WBC IBF undefeated champ right now, Errol Spence in the building, man. Errol, how you feeling today? How's everything going?
Well, I feel good, man. I'm blessed, healthy. So, I can't, not much to complain about.
No doubt, no doubt. Now, we know you got this fight coming up with Ugas on the 16th of April. And one thing I want to ask you first is I know a lot of people are concerned about your eye since the surgery and how it would affect you in the upcoming fight. But I want to ask you, taking it back to training, after you were cleared by the doctors and everything, what was it like going into training and getting that first pop in the eye to test it out, like you said in the press conference?
I mean, it was. I'm not gonna say it was cool in your eye, but
Facts.
but it was all right just to be, back in there and be able to spar and, to work out and knowing that, everything's all right and they say it's a lot stronger than it was originally, or eye that hasn't been tampered with. So they put some buckles on it and make sure that it's held into place and nothing won't ever happen to it. So I was just very fortunate that I'm back from the incident, and I'm just ready to put on a great show and great performance and get out behind me. So people don't have to worry about my eye. It's all good. I've been getting punched in it, and it's been holding up. So I'm not worried about it at all.
Now, you also mentioned when you were getting back into training, your family being, more like your mom was, having you trying to take it easy or whatnot. But I want to ask you, what was the initial conversation like with your mom and your pops going into training for this fight?
It wasn't really no conversation. My dad always somebody who, just keep a close eye on me and just make sure. Like me, I'm more, balls to the wall, not, worry about anything, or, even if it's a nagging pain or anything, I'm not going to complain about it or not even going to say anything about it, especially to them, because I feel like, they're going to be like just checking me and everything like that. So he's just watching me and make sure that that everything good, and they'll make sure that my energy levels up and I'm performing the way that I should be. And after every sparring or workout, he tell me how I looked, or he say your energy looks up, or you feel like you need to taper it down a little bit. He tell me to taper it down. So my mom checks on me all the time. So make sure I get my blood work done and make sure that everything, vitamin D or whatever, make sure everything's good. So make sure I have my energy.
Facts. Now, man, I know you said on Twitter that you wanted to go into the ring, or you would more than likely be happily to have Buju Banton walk you into the ring for your ring walk. But you also mentioned that you were interested in having DSR walk you out in your ring walk. So I want to ask, man, for Dallas' sake, is a DSR walkout possible?
I mean, the DSR walkout definitely possible. I mean, if I wanted, we can definitely make it happen. So it's something I really haven't been focusing on right now. I just mention every now and then, but it's something that I'm definitely within a few weeks. It's something I'm definitely gonna to look into and see, what I can make happen. But if when I fight in Dallas, I always try to get somebody, from the city that come walk me out. So hopefully, I can do that this time.
For sure. Now, another thing I want to ask you, just leading up into the fight, is about you guys being, I wouldn't say he stole your shine just by knocking Pacquiao out of the fight game, but with going into this fight, is there some type of consolation by beating you guys after he beat Pacquiao for you?
I mean, for me, it ain't really no consolation beating him except, getting his belt. And You know, he's a good fighter that, you know, had close decisions with, you know, with a lot of other fighters. So for me, you know, it's basically just, you know, getting another strap. And it's something that he has that, you know, that I want. So it's just something I'm just gonna take from him.
For sure, for sure. Now talking about Man Down Promotions, man, you guys had a big win in January with Frank Martin. And I want to ask you, what can we expect from Man Down Promotions on this undercard?
Well, I got a few fighters from my gym as a fighter on a card, like Burley Brooks and things like that. But with Frank Martin, he'll be fighting on his own, you know, card probably in May, and he'll be headlining his own card. You know, he's trying to spread it. He's been spreading his wings, but you know, trying to spread him even more, and you know, he'll have definitely a step up fight. And I feel like, you know, he's a talent in the 135 division. You know, as long as he stay focused and, you know, keep his head on his shoulders, you know, he's a future world champion.
For sure. Now, you had your son with you on this training camp for a second time. I want to ask you, man, looking as a father, have you noticed any little signs that you know he might be down this path of boxing like his dad?
You know, he walks around, you know, throwing punches and, you know, mimicking, you know, what he see in the gym and putting on gloves, mitts, and, you know, sometimes you walk around the house throwing punches. But to be honest, you know, I don't really care for him to box. You know, I'd rather him, you know, do something else. You know, I feel like it's more, you know, more bragging rights if you become a doctor or, you know, surgeon or something like that. You know, I feel like that's dope. You know what I'm saying? You know, yeah, I got a son that's some surgeon that, you know, a heart surgeon or something like that. So, you know, I'd rather him, you know, do something like that and become a boxer. You know, I feel like, you know, it was for me basically, you know, lay down the bricks in the road for him to, you know, to step on. So, you know, I'm not doing this, you know, for him to become a boxer and get beat up on.
Facts, facts. Now, also on Twitter, man, you show a lot of respect to Claressa Shields, just like she returns the same respect to you every now and again when you have something coming up, and when she has something coming up, you show her like the most support, more than a lot of other boxers in the divisions. And I want to ask you, would it be interesting, like in the future, maybe a double header between with you know, Spence and Shields, headlining a card?
Oh, definitely. Chris Shields, she's just super exciting. You know, girl that can, you know, that can fight like a dude, you know, and you know, always putting on a show, you know, and you know, she's not shy about it. You know, she'll, you know, talk a joint and talk a mess, and you know, she gonna say what's on her mind. So, you know, most respect to Claressa, you know, being so young and winning so many titles, and you know, beating so many opponents and things like that. So, you know, that definitely can happen. You know, she just keep winning, you know, stay focused. And I believe she got a big fight ahead of her coming up. Or she's gonna have a fight then supposed to have the girl from Canada, the huge fight with the girl from Canada. So, you know, I'm just looking, you know, support her any way that I can because, you know, we went to Olympics together and you know, support she been giving me being 100. So I'm gonna give it back to her.
For sure, for sure. Definitely look forward to that. And then, man, you know, I gotta say again that this is 50, man. 50 is a new Texan. You know, he's always been a fan of boxing. So I want to ask you, man, if he had to look at three of your past fights to get familiar with Errol Spence, what fights would you recommend to him?
Sure, I recommend all of them. I mean, you know, I recommend all of them because, you know, all of them are a part of me and just a part of my style and things like that. So, you know, I don't think I haven't had a bad showing, and you know, none of my fights just showing, you know, a different layer to my game. So, you know, if you want to watch me, you can watch either one of them.
Now, if you could issue a statement to the rest of the division that's been calling you out, you know, you are the big fish, man. And, you know, they've been calling you out left and right, you know, demanding demanding that payday now, just like Mayweather was doing back in the day. Man, I gotta ask you, what would you address to the whole division as a whole, requesting an appearance with Errol Spence?
I mean, no disrespect for them, but just keep calling me out. Everybody will get their opportunity, if need be. So, it feels good to be in that position where calling calling shots and just facilitating your own, game plan and who you want to fight and things like that. So, for me, only fighting people that, that I need something from, or, it's a big fight. So, I'm not looking to take a step backwards, I'm taking a step forward. So, with the Ugas fights for a belt, with the next fight be for a belt, hopefully, So, for me, it's, just making history, winning titles, and making more money in the sport of boxing.
No doubt. Now you got 80,000 seats to fill up in the AT&T Stadium. But also you got many watching all around the world on pay-per-view, but everybody does a fight party. So I want to know, what would Errol Spence recommend to bring to the fight parties?
Man, I recommend bringing nachos, burgers, beers, and and get ready, and get ready for exciting, fight, because I'm on a great show. Great performance, whether it's one sided or not. And Ugas always, put on a great performance. So, make sure everybody tune in and get your popcorn ready, because it's gonna be amazing showing by myself.
Now, this is the first time you're winning. This is the first time you're competing for a belt in your hometown. I want to ask you, how does that feel? You pretty much unified in the belts, but this is the first time you are fighting in your hometown for the belt. First time you had to go overseas to get it. Second time you had to fight somewhere else to get it. Now this is the first time that you are in your hometown, in your house at the AT&T Stadium, to get that belt.
Feels good, man. Just knowing that I'm able to give my fans and my organic fans, that in my hometown, they don't have to watch it on TV. They can be there and witness me, get another belt. I feel like that's huge. It's a huge moment. Especially in my career, and I think that's a dope feeling that when they say and still and the new WBA champion of the world. I think it's gonna be a great moment, and very historic feeling at the AT&T Stadium.
Is there a fight on your undercard that you are excited to see? Why you?
Nah, not really. Nah. I mean, if Frank Warren was fighting somebody like that, then yeah. But nah, not really. Nah, I'm more excited, for my fight. So.
All right, man. How did you feel when you saw that knockout from Frank Martin?
I mean, I just feel like super sharp. I mean, he been sharp in the gym like that, and he been sharp working out and things like that. So he's just super sharp, and like the knockout was dope. I mean, that's what a lot of guys done, who became superstars in the boxing world. So he just following the right path and doing the right things to become a superstar, because that's what draw fans. And we get knockouts like that, especially on prime time like that. So I feel like it was a good moment for him. And you can't drink your own Kool-Aid. You just gotta stay focused, stay hungry, and he's gonna get more knockouts like that. You just gotta keep his head on the shoulders and feet on the ground, and more wins, and more money gonna come from it.
Now, if lastly at the press conference, man, you laughed off the fact that you was like, I ain't knocked nobody out in a while. I gotta ask, man, is that something you aiming for against Ugas? So you looking for a knockout, something that you ain't had in a while?
I mean, it's something I'm definitely, I'm definitely aiming for, and if it's an opportunity, I'm definitely gonna take it. But yeah, you gotta be able to, joke with with yourself and things that, that hasn't been going your way and things like that. You gotta be able to laugh about it. So, I'm never too hard on myself. So not in that aspect, at least I'm not too hard on myself. So, something that, I just thought it was funny. So I said, and I really ain't thought about it. So when he said it, I thought, it made me think about it, that aspect. What, damn, I ain't thought about it in a while. So, I'm definitely going to be hoping that I get a knockout this fight.
Okay. And then Spence, man, I know this will help out. This will inspire a lot of people, not even just fighters, man. But what are some things you did to restore your mental health after bouncing back from so much adversity, and then just getting back into you're clearing your head and just regaining your mental health?
A lot of it was just, you know, I feel like a lot of people should, definitely, talk to themselves. You know, some people say, man, you crazy, talk to yourself, this and that, but just being in your own head, there's a lot of times I stay in the shower for, 30, 40 minutes and just, be sitting on the floor and just, letting the water run on my head and just talking and just inside my head. Or, I got a ranch where, even having animals, super therapeutic to me, learning how to ride a horse. I learned how to ride a horse or even got on a horse to after an accident, or shoot, even had played with chicken and goats, to after an accident. So I feel like, that was super therapeutic to me too. Being able to take care of the animals and, just, being in my own thoughts and, being out here in the countryside and, not paying attention to anybody or outside sources and things like that. Just, focus on myself and realize that, I gotta get more focus and I'm here for my kids and my family and I don't wanna let them down. I don't wanna let my kids down and things like that. So, you just gotta I feel like a lot of people just gotta realize, what they're here for or, you know, or it's people here for you and it's a lot of things that you might be going through, but like, family, not even saying friends, but your family can help you through it and can be your support system to make you strong and to make you grow from it. So, I feel like, my family and my friends and things like that help me grow and just become, a better individual overall.
No doubt. Well, man, we look forward to seeing you get back in the ring or return back to the ring April
Oh
16th
yeah.
at the AT&T Stadium, man, while you go for this WBA title. You already got the WBC, you already got the IBF, man. Now it's time to get that strap seasons here. It's time to get that WBA, man. Like I said, we look forward to seeing you fight. We look forward to everything you got coming in the future, and we just look forward to you being the superstar that you destined to be, man. Like I said,
Appreciate it.
this is Boom, Errol Spence Jr. This is 50. We out of here. Peace.